This is the exact welcome flow strategy of a $60 million e-commerce brand. In this video, I'll not only show you how to create a high converting welcome flow, but I'll be doing a complete breakdown of the welcome flow strategy of a $60 million brand and also be giving you plug and play templates that you can literally use for your own brand. But for now, let's forget about emails. I know, just bear with me for a minute. Now imagine someone random just walks up to you and asks you why they should buy your product. They know nothing about your brand and they want to know why they should buy your product over your competitors. Now, what do you think you could say to them? Would a simple 20% discount convince them? Do you think that would work? Now, answer is obviously no. That is not enough. Now, what do you think that you could say to them that would make them trust you? I want you to pause the video and write these things down, or at least think about it for a second. I'm going to pretend that you guys have written it down or at least thought about it. So here's what I would do. I could tell them how great my product is. I would tell them that over 10,000 people like my product. So the chances that they would like it too is really high. I would tell them that I've been featured on really popular platforms or I've been reviewed by really popular platforms or people. I would also answer any questions that they might have about the product. And I would tell them that if you don't like my product, try it out for 30 days. And if you don't like it, I'll give you a refund or I'll give you your money back. And on top of all of that, I would give them a 20% off for being a first time customer. Now, if I condensed what I just said into smaller points, it would basically mean this. Telling them how great my product is would be to educate. Telling them that over 10,000 people have liked my product would be social proof. Telling them that I've been featured on amazing websites is more social proof. Answering any questions they have is solving their pain points. And telling them that if they didn't like the product, I would just give their money back. So there's no risk involved. It's basically a risk reversal. And giving them a 20% top on top of all this is more incentive. Now, what do you think is a more convincing argument? This, all of this, or just 20% off? Now, obviously, this is a more convincing argument. And this is the exact mindset or strategy that you need to approach the welcome email flow with. So your welcome emails usually have two types of audiences. One who are ready to buy and the other are people who are not ready to buy. That's exactly why we have more than one email in a welcome flow, because all the people who are ready to buy usually just get converted in the first email, and the emails that we send after that are usually to convince people who are not ready to buy yet. So basically, when you look at the goal of the welcome flow, it would come down to this: to educate people who are not ready to buy, to give social proof, to give address pain points, risk reversal, incentive. But when you look at it on a more macro level, we do all of that just to get the purchase. Now, it might sound stupid, but and you might be thinking, why couldn't I have just said that the goal of the welcome email is to get the purchase? But if I said that, all your emails would look like this: buy now, buy now, buy now, buy now. But when you break it down into a more micro level, the problem of how to get this purchase becomes a lot easier, because this is what you need to do to get the purchase. Now it's finally time to build your own welcome flow strategy. Now I will give you the exact strategy that you could follow, which works wonders, by the way. But if you've paid attention so far, I have now enabled you to create your own strategy. All you have to do is just think about what you would say to a random stranger to convince them to purchase your product. That's exactly the mindset you need to approach your welcome flow strategy with. Now, this is a good structure to start with. One that I would recommend. If you don't know what you're doing, you need to start with this. So here is email one, where you just give the discount straight away to the customers, because email one is usually for people who are ready to buy, and then email two is a bestseller email. So if you have a lot of products, people are usually confused with which product to get. You can target them with a bestseller email. Email three is testimonials, social proof. Email 4 is frequently asked questions, usually solves a lot of questions that your customers might have. And those questions might be what's preventing them from making a purchase. Email 5 is brand story plus unique selling points. Now, if you have a really good brand story, add it here. But otherwise, I just stick to benefits and unique selling points about your product. What makes your product better than your competitors? And email 6 is a direct discount reminder. And email 7 is the final call to purchase. Now, here that there's another strategy that's being applied here, where if someone doesn't open your first email, you can resend the first email again with a different subject line. So usually people are usually busy and they might just ignore your email. Maybe the subject line was not appealing enough. But with this strategy, you don't leave anything to chance, and you try to engage people who didn't engage with the first email again. So it's basically a really cool retargeting strategy that you can use. So this is a structure that you can follow, and the time delay between each email can be 24 hours or 2 days. And this is a good structure to start with, but I highly recommend tweaking the structure for your brand based on the things that I just said. So if you feel there's something else that you could add or something you can remove and replace with that would make a stronger argument for your brand on why they should choose you, add it here. Now, here are some additional email ideas that you could replace the other emails with. An asterisk with them email basically compares your products with your customers' products. You could talk about a risk, you could have a risk reversal email. If you have a money back guarantee or anything like that, you could also make an entire email just focusing on that. You could also educate your customers on different features of your product, or you could go with an indirect sell using a blog. So let's say I'm selling sunscreen. I could make a blog on why sunscreen is essential for everyday use or everyday life. And then in the blog, I would talk about all the benefits of sunscreen and then link to my product, which is the sunscreen that I'm selling. And that is also a good way to get uh, sell to customers where it doesn't feel like you're selling it to them, but you're actually doing them a favor. Now, it's finally time. Let's break down the welcome flow strategy of a $60 million brand, Obby. So here are the emails of Obby, which is a $60 million brand. They're a supplement brand that sells collagen. And here are their welcome emails. So let's review them one by one. Here is their first email, which is sent immediately to the customer when they sign up on their pop-up. As you can see here, there's a clear headline, Welcome to the Obvious Choice. That is the name of their brand. And they're giving their welcome offer right away. They're not delaying it at all. It's right there. When you open the email, this is the first thing you see. And there's a call to action button immediately below it. The next thing that you can see here is some really fun copy that is specifically targeted towards their target audience. And it also slightly addresses pain points that their target audience face. And next thing you have here is an action-oriented call to action. Here that you can see that they've said just shop now, and here it's get your 20% off. It's more action oriented, which has been proven to drive better results. And next thing here is a welcome offer reminder. So after the first one here, they remind you about the welcome offer again. And here again, they talk about a few risk reversal things. If you're not satisfied with the product in 90 days, you can just return it. And they talk about a few other things. And here, made in the USA, it makes you feel more patriotic, and it makes you feel better that you're not buying from a place like China, and instead you're buying from something that is homegrown and made in your homeland. That makes you feel a little patriotic. And then they have another action-oriented call to action, a reminder of the discount. Here, this is a really, really good section where they say the Obvi community is 70,000 and counting. This is a huge credibility boost because they have over 70,000 people in their community. And they also have a action-oriented CTA here. This section is really good because they have a community of like-minded people. For people with similar problems, this gives their customer a place to belong, and it makes them feel like they're not the only ones that are facing this problem. This 70,000 and counting also plays on the idea that we've solved this problem for 70,000 people and we can solve it for you too. And they end their footer section with a why choose Obvi. It also has a few things that address people with certain problems like non-GMO, dairy-free and lactose-free, made in USA, all that. This is a really good section as well. And then let's move on to their second email. Now, this email is really different from emails that brands usually sell. This has really simple copy. Thank you for joining the Obi family. I recorded a short video just for you and hope you enjoy. Now, this is a video. I linked to this video in the description. So in this video, people are actually listening to an actual person instead of reading some text or watching some image on their computer screen. This email stands out from all the noise. And if you watch the video, you can see that the person is actually selling to the customer personally in the video. So this is a really good email. It just stands out from everything that is in your inbox. And I think this works really well for them. Now let's move on to email 3. Straight away, they start off with a benefit-oriented copy and not a feature-oriented copy. These are all the things that a person interested in fitness wants to be. We start off with that and another action-oriented copy. If you notice, Obvi uses a lot of action-oriented copy instead of the same old boring shop now. After this one use here, all that CTAs, call to actions, have been action oriented. So if it works for a $60 million brand, it's going to work for you too. And they have another reminder of the welcome email. And here is a way to semi personalize product recommendations that they've used. So basically, have categorized the goals that their customers have into two different goals, and then they are recommending products based on the customer's needs and wants. So this is a really good section that you can steal. And then they also have a quiz that if the customer is still not sure what to buy, it usually tends to happen when there are a lot of products that you're selling. They can take a personalized quiz. And so the quiz helps them do two things. One, the customer would find exactly what they need to achieve their goals. And two, it lets Obvi collect zero party data that they can use for better marketing, basically help them deliver the right message to to their customer at the right time. And there is the same welcome email reminder, action oriented CTA, and the same section again. Now let's move on to the email 4. So here they have a headline that says tastiness guaranteed. They're addressing a problem with supplements. So supplements usually taste bad. If you're someone who's used supplements before, you know that supplements usually taste bad. So they've addressed this here with this headline, and they have risk reversal here, 100% satisfaction guaranteed or your money back. They make it seem so stupid not to buy. So if someone doesn't buy this product, they're seriously missing out. That's what their customers feel from this copy. And there's a discount reminder with an action-oriented CTA. And this section is gold. So they basically display before and after pics here. So in the first pic, their customer is huge. They've put on a lot of weight. And in the next photo, they're really lean, they're really fit. So this makes, and it's actually realistic. So this gives their customers something to hope for, that after taking this product they can achieve results like these. They have buyer testimonials that are relatable to the problems that their customers may have, and their customers also showcase the dream outcome, that is they want to get fitter, and that is achievable if you use this product. And they ended again with action oriented CTA, and this copy here again too, if they love it, so will you. So if 70,000 people or 4 lakh happy customers have achieved their dream results, you will too. Then again, they end with the same section here, which is Obvi. And let's move on to the next email, which is a discount reminder. Straight away, direct caller to the discount, last chance, redeem it now, creating urgency and fear of missing out on the discount. Then they have here a personal note from their founder. They make it seem like there's a real person behind all these emails talking to them. And they set expectations in their emails that all their emails are going to be value packed, not just going to be buy now, buy now, buy now. And there's also a subtle selling that's going on in this email. There's also this touch here. My personal favorite is cocoa cereal. So people could actually, if people have no idea what to get, they could try this out because he already likes it. So they might too, you know. And here, they stack their offer even further by giving free shipping. So now they have 20% off. They also have free shipping. Now, obviously, this might not be feasible for your brand because of profit margins. But if this is something you can do, or it's not necessarily just free shipping, you can add some other offer here to stack up value and make it even better. Now there's a final email. There's just one last effort to get the sale. It is really direct response copywriting that invokes emotion and sells on the dream outcome that the target audience wants. You can go ahead and read it here. By the way, I'll link to this document in the description so you guys can go through the emails yourself, see what I have to say about it, and maybe find something else that I've missed. So again, they have their testimonials section here. It basically means if they saw a difference, you will too. Action oriented copy and end with the same why choose OBI trademark and safety badges. So, this is a really, really, really good and well crafted welcome sequence. Here are a few other things that I've mentioned about the breakdown. You can feel free to go through it. I'm sure, pretty sure it's pretty understandable. And so, this is a really good welcome email to mimic your welcome sequence after. And this is a great way to get a high converting welcome email from the start. So that was the welcome email strategy of a $60 million brand. But if you want some extra emails to look at, you want some more emails for inspiration, you can check these websites out. They have a huge collection of emails, some really good emails that you can take a look at and see what take some inspiration for your strategy. Now, the next part is you have your inspiration, you know what you want. How do you actually create these emails? The first thing that you can do is actually start off with text based emails. Or if you have a graphic designer or some extra time on your hands, you can use Canva or Figma to create these emails. There's also another question that people have, which is better, text or graphic emails? So the answer is both. There's no one thing is not better than the other. We usually use a combination of text based emails and graphic emails. That's what I would recommend as well. But for now, I have a special treat for you. If you have no idea what to do, you want to create some really good graphic emails, I have some amazing welcome email templates for you all. What I've done is collected welcome emails from few of the top brands and I've turned them into templates. So basically, all you have to do is change some text, drag and drop images. Just select this, change the image, and pick an image that you like. For example, if I just pick this image, you can see this and obviously adjusted a little. All you have to do is drag and drop, and you have amazing. You can create amazing emails straight away. So I have number one here is a welcome email template. Just change, add images, change the text. It's all editable. Change the text, and once you're done with all of that, all you have to do is take each individual section, um, each individual section, align it together, and then select all of it. Right click, select frame selection. What you've done is made this entire email one frame, and you can just go ahead and export it and add it to your email software. Awesome. So now that our email is ready, what we're going to be doing is seeing how we can set this email up in Klaviyo and basically how to set up our welcome flow. So let's head over to Klaviyo. I'm on Klaviyo right now. So the only thing you need to do is click on flows, click on create flow and select the welcome series and make sure you select the correct trigger. Basically, this is connected to your pop-up. So if someone goes on your website, enters that email on your pop-up, and if they're added to this list, only then will the welcome series be triggered. So make sure that this list matches the list that is connected to your pop-up. So I'm gonna just select newsletter for now. Name it test and click on create. Now you just have to wait while Klaviyo does everything for you. So now Klaviyo has created the welcome flow for us. And as you can see here, they have basically split this flow into two parts. One is have placed an order at least once. So they are existing customers. And this other audience here is never purchased. So people who have never bought from you. So we're going to be focusing on people who've never bought from us because when you talk about people who've already purchased, there are a lot of retention marketing, post-purchase tactics that come into play here, and that's not really related to our welcome flow. So for now, all you can do for an existing customer is just create a generic email that's welcomes them to the email list, tell them about all the things that they can expect from this from being on your list, all the valuable content you'll give them, exclusive access, and much more. But for now, let's focus on people who've never bought from us. So we are going to be giving the discount code only to people who have never bought from us. And by default, here it is. So now what I'm going to do is set up this email as my first email. And I'll show you how you can set up the rest as well, but I'm not going to be going over that. So what you need to do is, if you're using Figma, is just slice up these parts into just break this email down into different parts, basically. So you're cutting down the email into different parts, and so the default macro on Figma for slice is S. Uh, or you can just go to the bar and select the slice tool. This is the slice tool, and break it down into different parts. As you can see here, now if I click on this email, you can see that my email has been divided into different slices. I'm just gonna get this on top. Is that all? There's one more left here. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Now you can see that my email has been divided into different slices. And if I click here on preview, you can see that this is my first slice that is being previewed. And this is the other slice. Awesome. So now that we have our slices, what I'm going to do is just go ahead and export them. So all you have to do is select all of them and click on export and just save it in the phone. Just save it somewhere. So now that I've saved it, now I'm on Klaviyo and here is the flow. So what I usually do after exporting slices is go to this website called TinyPNG and compress the images, because the smaller the images, the faster they load on your subscribers' screens. So this is what I recommend you do if your images are at least over 100 KB. I highly recommend compressing your images. But for now, I'm going to skip the step. So just go to your email and let me show you how you can set this up. So go to welcome one, click on edit email. There's a blank email here, but you might have something else. All you have to do is just drag and drop image. So click on select image, upload the image, and just select the image where you saved it. And that's it. Your image is here, and to add all of your slices here. Awesome. So now I've added all of the slices, about all the slices, and our email is complete. So it's really that easy. All you have to do is that. And then go ahead and add alt text, that is a brief description of your image, and the link. So if someone clicks on this image, on this button, where do you want them to go? Just go ahead and add it here, and do that for all of these images. If you don't want, for example, this text, if someone clicks on it, I mean, I don't want anyone to click on it and go anywhere, so I can just skip the link. But be sure to add the alt text for every single image, because that's really important and that might hurt your deliverability. So yeah, it's really that simple. After you're done with everything, let's go ahead and click exit, or you can go ahead and test it. Add the subject line, add the preview text. Simple. You can go ahead and send yourself a test email if you'd like. Let me show you how to do that. Go ahead and click on preview and test. Click on send test and add your email ID and just send yourself a test if you'd like. And then once your email 1 is done, go ahead and create all your other emails. All you have to do is just add a time delay here. So time delay, I'm gonna make it 1 day. And close, add another email here. Go set it up. Just how you set this email up, just do the same for this. And then add the other emails. I'm gonna delete this here because, like I said, we're gonna be focusing a lot more on the people who have never bought from us instead of people who have already bought from us. So I'm going to delete these emails here, but you can go ahead, and what you can do is, instead of this, you can actually send the same emails, but for the people who have already subscribed, already bought from you, don't give them the discount code, right? Because they've already purchased. So add the same emails, associate them, testimonials, FAQs, same emails. I mean, FAQs doesn't really make sense because they already bought from you. but you can add similar emails and just not have the discount code in each email. So yeah, so I'm just going to send someone who's already an existing customer just a thank you email and add all my other emails here. A time delay of 2 days or 1 day. Just made it 11 days. But anyways, you get the point. Just change that on and add all your other emails. That's how you set up a welcome flow. It's really that simple. And after you're done, make sure you've tested each and every email, send it to yourself. Make sure you've tested it and go ahead and turn it on after you just click on this review and turn on and make it live, and your email would be live. By the way, a lot of you have doubts when it comes to setting up dynamic coupon codes in your emails. So let me quickly show you how you can do that. So to create dynamic coupons in Klaviyo, the coupons basically that change with every subscriber and are custom made for each subscriber. All you have to do is go to your Klaviyo homepage, click on content, and under content, select coupons. After that, hit on create a Shopify coupon. By the way, in this video, I'm going to just walk through how you can create it if you have a Shopify store. If you have a store on other platforms like BigCommerce, WooCommerce, you can just click on this guide here that I've attached in the document, and it'll take you to this page where they have guides for WooCommerce, Magento, PrestaShop, and everything else basically that you need. But in this video, I'm going to be focusing on how you can create dynamic coupons on Shopify. So go to your Klaviyo homepage, click on coupons, and just click on create coupons, create Shopify coupon. And here, just name your coupon. I'm going to name it YT Welcome. YT Welcome. Now it's important that you remember the name of this coupon. And here I just give a prefix. I might give well 20. Now, what your prefix is basically uh what Klaviyo does is keeps this constant in your coupon code and adds 8 random letters or numbers to the end of your prefix to make it dynamic. So if I get this coupon, my coupon might be well20 1 2 3 4, and if you get the coupon, it might be well20 5 6 7 8. So it'll be dynamic for both of us. It'll be unique for both of us, but this will just stay constant. So you can have this, or you can choose not to have this. It's up to you. But I usually like to add a certain prefix, a meaningful prefix, so I know which coupon, the specific, which specific flow this coupon was used in. So I'm just going to save it here. Choose whatever you want. Fixed amount per percentage free shipping. I'm going to give a 20% off entire order. No minimum purchase required. At send time, active dates at send time. So basically, when the email is sent, this coupon will be active. And expiration never, or so in welcome flows, people usually tease that this coupon will expire in 7 days. Now you should go ahead and expire it after a certain time, because otherwise your audience won't take you seriously, you know. So if I've said 10 days, 8 days, or 7 days in my flow, make sure to at least make it 10 days, because sometimes people open their emails a little later or at a time that maybe the coupon would have already expired. So I like to set it at least 2 days or 3 days after I've said that it's going to expire, because that way if the audience wants to if the audience opens the email a little late, they can still get the purchase. So after you've selected everything that you need, just click on create coupon, and that's all you have to do. Your coupon is created and it will be dynamic. I know it says 0 out of 0 here. So the thing is, when it comes to dynamic coupons in flows, Klaviyo automatically generates it when it is going to send the email. So if when the email triggers, Klaviyo will automatically create a coupon and add it to your flow. Now let's go ahead. Let's go back to the flow and I'll show you how you can add the coupon. So if it's a dynamic coupon, you need to add some text and just go to, you need to add this coupon tag that Klaviyo uses. Go to paste text only and Just change this to the name of your coupon. Mine was called YT Welcome. YT Welcome. And that's it. Your coupon has been added. And if you want to know if it works, all you have to do is click on preview. And if you get this, it's not the code that we put in anymore. It's just YT Welcome preview. That means your coupon has been added and it's working properly. If you still want to go a step ahead and check it out, turn this flow, turn it on, but select manual instead of live. I'll show you how to do it. Just a second. If you want to test it out, go to review and turn on, select manual. So this way, your flow won't be sent to everyone. It would just be sent to people who you approve. So go ahead and select manual and go and do an action that triggers this flow. So if signing up to your pop-up would trigger this flow, go ahead and sign up to the pop-up yourself. And then you would get this flow. And then you can check out if the coupon is actually working or not. But it usually works. I mean, not usually, but if you've done it, if you set it up the right way, it will work. So that's how you can set up dynamic coupons in Klaviyo. If you want to set up static coupons, it's really simple. All you have to do is just go to your Shopify page, go to discounts and add a static coupon. It's not changing, so you can add it in your design as well. You can implement it in your design and just add it as an image. You don't need to add it as text because it's not dynamic. And yeah, that's how you just create dynamic as or static coupons in Shopify. So the next thing we're going to be talking about is A/B testing. So A/B testing is really important in email marketing. So how do you actually A/B test your welcome flow? The first thing that everyone says is to pick one factor, and that's all they literally say, and no one talks about anything else. Obviously, you need to pick only one factor when you're testing because if you test multiple things at once, you won't know what made the difference. So if you're testing, let's say you have a different email copy and you're testing a different email design at the same time, how do you know what made the actual difference? Was it the design was it the layout of the email, or was it the copy of the email? So obviously, always whenever you're testing, test only one thing at a time so that you know what made the difference. The second thing that you need to do is to run the test for a long enough period and in a neutral environment. Now, what do I mean by running the test in a neutral environment? For example, tests that are conducted in a Black Friday period can't be compared to the tests in other months because Black Friday generally has the buying intent is through the roof. The website traffic is the highest, right? So comparing that to a period other than Black Friday is irrelevant. Wouldn't the results that you would get wouldn't be accurate. Now, what are the things that you actually need to test? The first thing you can test is subject lines. You can test copy. You can test the types of emails in your welcome flow. For example, a testimonial email or a us versus them email, which performs better. The second thing you test is the time delay between each flows, whether you should one day before you send your second email, 2 days, or half a day. Test everything. And the third thing that you can test is the number of emails. Now, here are a few bonus tips to end this video with. Add a split for customers as non-customer. Treat these two segments differently. Don't send discounts codes to your existing customers unless it is a win-back email. Include the discount code in every email. Like we saw in the breakdown of Obby's email strategy, in every email of the welcome flow, they had multiple reminders of the discount codes and the offer that their customers were missing. You need to do the same. Add high performing campaigns to the flow. Whenever you're running email campaigns, and if an evergreen campaign does really good, add that to your welcome flow and it would do really good there too. Remove people who don't open your welcome flow. So basically, don't send to people who don't want to open your emails or don't open your emails. That will just hurt your deliverability. And the last and final tip is not to be salesy and try to educate your people, nurture them, give them more information. The only reason they might not be ready to buy it is because they don't have enough information. So give them more information. With that being said, guys, we are at the end of the video. This was one of the most researched, the most in-depth video that I could make about the welcome flows. So I hope you found some immense value with this. If you'd like to see more videos just like this, hit the like button, share it with other D2C owners who might need it, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next week with another banger video on email marketing.